Hello guys, welcome back onto the channel. Update 1.23 came out a few days ago and it brought a lot of controversy. And the source of the controversy lies on two changes. The first one is the addition of microtransactions, which I briefly talked about in my last video, and my opinion remains the same. I don't see a problem with it as long as they don't lock certain cars behind a paywall or make future cars even more expensive to buy in order to drive microtransactions within the game. The second one, and perhaps the most immediately negative one, is the change to the race schedule in sport mode. If you've been playing the game since launch, you know that the race update window used to be wider, and after a couple of updates, they changed it to the schedule we've had up until the latest update, a daily rotation of the 3-race program. However, with update 1.23, the races are refreshed every week and the community has been very vocal about that. Some see it as something positive, but from what I could see, the vast majority of people didn't like the change. And if I'm honest, I'm in the middle. Let me explain. I don't see an issue with new races being added on a weekly basis. That's not where the problem is in my point of view. The issue is making only 3 races available for players who play mostly the sport mode, regardless of how often they're refreshed. That's a problem I see in GT Sport since it launched, and the reason why I often grow bored of the game. Even with the daily rotation of the same 3-race set, I would often not have interest in what was immediately available, having to wait until the next day to see if something that made me feel like playing the game come up. It's easy to see how this issue is only going to get amplified with the change in how often new races are added. This is a problem that could easily be solved by maybe doubling the amount of races available to cater to a wider audience, and it's not an absurd ask considering the game has crossed over 5 million players. However, it's unrealistic to believe 3 races a week is going to be enough to keep people playing the game in the long run. It's also difficult not to draw comparisons to Forza Motorsport, and I know the Gran Turismo fans hate it, but Forza Motorsport has multiple lobbies called hoppers in the game, catering to all sorts of tastes and moods. I think it's time Polyphony Digital stops treating GT Sport as a big beta test and start testing these bigger changes internally before pushing it out to the public. I'm fine with smaller tweaks and changes meant to improve the experience, but once you start turning every other update into a big experiment, you're bound to risk losing your player base to more quote-unquote stable games. But anyways, that's my opinion. What do you think? Do you like the recent round of changes? How do you feel about the weekly races? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more GT Sport content, share the video with your friends and on your social media, helps me out a lot and I really appreciate the help. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye.